Hello, this is Sabika Syed and welcome to the print headlines. Polling for assembly elections concludes in Kerala, Assam and Puducherry in a single phase. Voting began at 7 am and ended at 5 pm, with results scheduled for May 4. Assam's 126-seat election sees the BJP aiming for a third straight term, while Kerala has a three-front contest. Polling is also taking place for 30 seats in Puducherry along with bypolls in several states, though the Ponda bypoll in Goa has been cancelled by the Bombay High Court. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed a poll rally in Haldia, West Bengal, invoking Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He said the large turnout despite inclement weather signals political change and indicates the exit of the Trinamool Congress. Modi accused the TMC government of pulling Bengal backward, calling it a Nirmam Sarkar. At another rally in Asansol, he said only a BJP NDA government can restore industrial strength and end mafia rule. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has alleged that more than 90 lakh names were deleted from voter lists during the SIR exercise. Addressing a rally in North 24 Parganas, she accused the BJP of attempting to grab power through voter deletions. Banerjee also said her party would move court to ensure reinstatement of affected voters. She also asserted that the TMC would still win the upcoming assembly elections. The Communist Party of India, Marxist, has raised concerns over large-scale deletions from electoral rolls in West Bengal. General Secretary M.A. Baby wrote to Chief Election Commissioner Gyanesh Kumar seeking urgent intervention. He claimed that over 90 lakh voters, nearly 12% of the electorate, were removed. The party also alleged that grievance redressal systems were inaccessible and non-operational. Congress in Maharashtra has withdrawn from the Baramati Baipur. State Chief Harshvardhan Sabkal said the decision was taken in response to an emotional appeal. He added that the party would contest the seat in 2029 instead. The move is being seen as part of a broader political strategy against the BJP. A tanker carrying 15,400 tons of LPG has arrived at Jawaharlal Nehru Port Authority in Navi Mumbai. Officials said it is the first such vessel to reach since the onset of the Iran conflict. The ship successfully crossed the Strait of Hormuz amid ongoing tensions. Authorities described it as a significant milestone for energy supply stability. India's Foreign Secretary Vikram Mishri has met senior US officials during his visit to Washington. Discussions focused on strengthening defense and trade ties between the two countries. The two sides also exchanged views on developments in the Indo-Pacific and West Asia. The visit is part of ongoing efforts to deepen bilateral relations. Iran announces alternative routes for ships traveling through the Strait of Hormuz. The move comes amid concerns over sea mines in the main channel after the route was effectively blocked since early March. Tehran has agreed to temporarily reopen the strait as part of a 2-week truce. The waterway is critical, handling about 1/5 of global oil supplies. Iran's nuclear chief Mohammad Islami has said that the right to enrich uranium is essential for talks with the United States. His remarks come ahead of upcoming discussions in Islamabad. He stressed that any agreement must recognize this right. Lebanon declares a national day of mourning after deadly Israeli strikes. Prime Minister Nawaf Salam made the announcement. The death toll has risen to over 200 with more than 1,000 people injured. Authorities describe the situation as one of the deadliest escalations in recent times. France condemns Israeli strikes on Lebanon as unacceptable. Foreign Minister Jean Noel warned the attacks could undermine the fragile US-Iran ceasefire. The remarks came after Lebanon reported heavy casualties from recent strikes. France has urged restraint to prevent further escalation. The United Kingdom has also criticized Israel's actions in Lebanon. Foreign Secretary Yvette Cooper said the escalation is deeply damaging and risks destabilizing the ceasefire. She called for extending the truce to include Lebanon. The UK has urged an end to hostilities. China has called for respect for Lebanon's sovereignty following Israeli strikes. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Mao Ning urged protection of civilian lives and property. Beijing also called for restraint and de-escalation. The European Union has warned that Israeli strikes are endangering the US-Iran ceasefire. EU diplomat Kaya Kallas called for an immediate halt to attacks. She said the truce should be extended to Lebanon to maintain stability. The EU also fears wider regional fallout. US President Donald Trump has said American forces will remain deployed near Iran. He stated that the military presence will continue until a real agreement is reached. The announcement comes amid a fragile 2-week ceasefire. Trump has criticized NATO after meeting Alliance Chief Mark Rutte. He expressed frustration over allies not supporting his stance on Iran. Trump also hinted at the possibility of the US exiting the alliance. The remarks have raised concerns about NATO's future. Nepal issues an arrest warrant for former Prime Minister Sher Bahadur Deuba in a corruption probe. Deuba, currently abroad for medical treatment, has denied the allegations. Authorities said the case involves a money laundering investigation. India's first quantum computing test beds will be set up in Amravati. The facilities will be inaugurated on April 14, coinciding with the World Quantum Day. Officials said the systems will act as benchmarks for testing components of the quantum ecosystem. Amazon announces it will stop supporting Kindle devices released in 2012 and earlier. Users will lose access to major reading and shopping features after May 20 this year. The decision has triggered backlash on social media. Some users are exploring alternatives like jailbreaking their devices. Jasveen Sangha, dubbed the Ketamine Queen, has been sentenced to 15 years in prison. She pleaded guilty to supplying drugs that led to the death of Matthew Perry in 2023. Prosecutors described her as running a high-end drug network catering to wealthy clients. That's all we have for you today. We'll be back tomorrow with the latest.